The Mariana Trench, located in the western part of the Pacific Ocean, has long inspired awe among researchers. It is the deepest place on Earth, stretching down more than 6 miles. The water temperature there barely reaches zero. The pressure is monstrously high, and sunlight never penetrates this abyss. However, despite its apparent inhospitableness, it is here that scientists have discovered life forms that could change our understanding of the habitable world. The first contact with the abyss took place in the mid-20th century, but only modern technology has allowed us to look deeper. In recent years, research vehicles have returned with samples that classical biology cannot explain. It would seem that life at these depths is simply impossible. Yet, nevertheless, creatures that seem to have come straight out of science fiction exist and intrigue scientists with their extraordinary abilities. One such discovery has been organisms that not only survive but perhaps even thrive in these conditions. Their cellular structure and metabolic processes are radically different from anything we have known before. It's as if they came from another reality, defying the known laws of nature. How do they adapt to such extreme conditions? What are their bodies made of to withstand such pressure and the absence of light? The answers to these questions remain a mystery to this day. The discovery of such creatures changes our understanding of the viability and survivability of organisms. A gateway to the unknown opens on the horizontal world where time and biology obey different rules. But this is only the beginning of our journey. What else does this mysterious trench conceal? Creatures from the depths, immortal inhabitants of the ocean. These deep-sea dwellers, discovered at the bottom of the dark Mariana Trench, resemble the legendary immortal beings from myths. Their existence challenges all known concepts of life. These creatures not only withstand such incredibly extreme conditions, they apparently find ways to thrive without access to conventional sources of energy. Undoubtedly, the main question is how these creatures are able to survive and even thrive in conditions that seem absolutely hostile to life. Research has shown that their cells possess a unique ability to withstand the monstrous pressure that envelops them in the abyss. Their metabolic processes are so exotic that scientists are still trying to decipher where they get the energy to sustain life. The need for food, as we understand it, does not exist for them. In these lifeless depths, where oxygen is almost non-existent, they manage to maintain their vital processes, possibly using a chemical reaction that is completely incomprehensible to us. But what is most astonishing is their potential immortality. Researchers note the absence of signs of aging or cellular decay, which suggests that these creatures may exist for millennia. Is this not the key to unlocking the secret of eternal life? Every step they take in this underwater void is a step into the unknown, opening a new page in the book of life. The deep waters of the Mariana Trench may still conceal many such mysteries waiting to be discovered. What other secrets is this enigmatic place ready to reveal? Life without food and light. How is this possible? The creatures inhabiting the bottom of the Mariana Trench are astonishing in their ability to survive without the familiar sources of light and food that we rely on. They don't need sunlight, as they live in total darkness more than 6 miles beneath the water surface. The immense pressure and lack of light make this zone virtually inaccessible to the forms of life we know. However, these organisms have proven otherwise. They have found a way to use the chemical elements present in the water as a source of energy. The metabolism of these creatures is a kind of alchemy of the ocean abyss, where instead of photosynthesis, a process called chemosynthesis takes place, turning mineral substances into nourishment. For them, nourishment means something different. They absorb the tiniest particles carried by the currents of underwater streams. Such adaptation allows them to survive when access to food is so limited. Thanks to this, they have been able to develop unique feeding strategies that allow them not just to exist, but possibly even to thrive in extreme conditions. This is a completely new perspective on vital processes, challenging established concepts of physiology. Undoubtedly, the ability to survive without light and conventional food is only a small part of their mysteries. These creatures have managed to adapt in such a way that they no longer require oxygen in the traditional sense. In environments where its concentration is minimal, they have found a way to process carbon dioxide and other elements, which allows them to sustain their vital activity. This ingenuity is astonishing and offers us a new understanding of what it means to be alive. If these creatures are capable of such adaptations, what else might be hiding in the depths we have yet to explore? Oxygen is not needed, contrary to everything we thought we knew. And as if that weren't enough, now we are learning something that seems almost unbelievable. The deep-sea creatures of the Mariana Trench do not require oxygen. While all known forms of life on Earth depend on the availability of oxygen, these creatures seem to be an exception to that rule. Their existence calls into question everything we thought we knew about the respiratory processes of living organisms. At depths of more than 6 miles, where the pressure is so great that it literally compresses every particle and oxygen is almost depleted, they still manage to survive. Researchers have discovered that these creatures can utilize processes that do not require oxygen in its traditional sense. Instead, they recycle and absorb carbon dioxide, converting it into vital energy. This process may be analogous to chemosynthesis, but on a completely different level that we have yet to understand. These creatures have adapted to conditions that would kill any other life known to science. This is not just a scientific mystery, but also a challenge for biologists and chemists, since their ability to survive in such conditions implies the existence of completely different biochemical mechanisms that we have yet to discover. The life processes they use may well open an entirely new chapter in our understanding of evolution and adaptation of living organisms. If these creatures are able to survive without oxygen, relying on chemical reactions we have yet to comprehend, who knows what other astonishing discoveries await us in the unexplored corners of the ocean? Scientists are in shock. What does this mean for biology? Immersed in the study of these unusual creatures, scientists around the world have experienced genuine shock. After all, these deep-sea creatures challenge traditional understanding and call into question the very foundations of biological science. Researchers from various private and public institutions have joined forces to take a closer look at this unique phenomenon. They began to ask questions about how it might be possible to radically change our ideas about life on Earth. Biologists, zoologists, and microbiologists are rapidly processing the collected data, hoping to decipher the mysteries surrounding these creatures. Each new experiment reveals more and more details about the astonishing mechanisms behind their existence. Could this discovery influence the future development of medical and biological sciences? This is the question that excites the minds of scientists. There is a tense atmosphere in laboratories all over the world. Every new discovery could turn out to be the key to the mystery. These creatures are forcing a reconsideration of evolutionary processes and adaptation mechanisms that were previously thought to be unchangeable. Researchers are carefully studying their genetic material, trying to identify which genes are responsible for their unusual abilities. However, while scientists continue their research, many are wondering just how deeply this discovery will change our understanding of life. And if these creatures are capable of shaking our scientific concepts, what other surprises might the ocean depths hold? The mysteries of the Mariana Trench are only beginning to unfold, revealing to us unprecedented possibilities and unexplored horizons. Millennia in darkness, the secret of eternal youth. How is it possible that creatures living in the darkness of the Mariana Trench can exist for millennia without the slightest sign of aging? The answer may lie in their unique ability to adapt to extreme conditions. These creatures live their lives in utter darkness, where the usual sources of energy are absent, and oxygen and light are unattainable luxuries. Nevertheless, they thrive. Research shows that their cells are capable of regenerating almost endlessly, avoiding the relentless aging process that is inevitable for most known organisms. The secret to their youth is an astonishing ability for self-repair. These organisms possess a cellular structure that allows them to restore damaged or aged cells at an incredible rate. It's like a constant renewal, thanks to which they do not wear out over time. This process may explain their supposed immortality, prompting scientists to consider the possibility of applying this knowledge in medicine. In addition to their regenerative abilities, they have also revealed a new level of intercellular interaction. The connection between their cells enables them to coordinate restoration processes at a level that remains beyond our current understanding. This is not just a gift of nature, but a complex mechanism that scientists are tirelessly working to decipher. And although it is still unknown whether they will ever fully unravel this mystery, one thing is clear. Every step we take in studying these remarkable creatures opens up new possibilities for understanding the phenomenon of life. Perhaps their secrets will one day inspire humanity to create new methods for extending life, or even achieving immortality. New forms of life. Threat or hope? As scientists delve into the study of the astonishing creatures from the depths of the Mariana Trench, they are confronted with a question that has never been so pressing before. Are they a threat, or on the contrary, a hope for humanity? After all, the discovered organisms not only survive in conditions we once thought impossible, but also display characteristics that could change our biological paradigm. Their ability for incredible regeneration and adaptation opens up new horizons in science and medicine. On one hand, scientists see potential in studying these creatures to develop new technologies that could improve the quality of human life. Their unique mechanisms of regeneration and resistance to extreme conditions could serve as the basis for developing new medical drugs and treatments capable of extending human life. Research in this field is already in full swing, and the results could truly be revolutionary. On the other hand, there are lingering concerns. What if these adaptations carry hidden dangers? Experts warn against the uncontrolled study and integration of such mechanisms without a thorough understanding of their consequences. After all, despite all their potential, we are dealing with organisms whose biochemical structure is not yet fully understood, and which could impact ecosystems and even directly affect our environment. Thus, the question of whether they represent a threat or a hope remains open. But one thing is certain, the study of these creatures continues, and with each new discovery, humanity comes closer to understanding the profound mysteries of nature. These beings are not just anomalies, they are harbingers of a new era in science, and what we learn from them may prove to be crucial for our future. One only has to peer into the abyss to realize how little we still know about this mysterious world, the deep waters that remain unknown to us. What awaits humanity next? Exploring the depths of the ocean has never been as thrilling as it is now, after the discovery of these enigmatic creatures in the Mariana Trench. It seems that with every new descent, scientists uncover layers of yet unknown phenomena that challenge our understanding of life on Earth. These creatures, adapted to survive in extreme conditions, force us to reconsider the boundaries of what is possible. They seem like aliens from another world, yet they are here, on our own planet. The discovery of such life forms opens up a new frontier of research for humanity, one that has the potential to transform our science and technology. Right now, teams of scientists from around the world are gathering data that may help unlock the mysteries of these creatures. Perhaps, deep within the Mariana Trench, lie answers to questions about the origin of life on Earth and its evolution. Such discoveries could lead to the creation of new technologies, improvements in medical practices, and possibly even the extension of human life. Meanwhile, new research suggests that these creatures interact with their environment on a level that we have yet to fully understand. There are still more questions than answers, but this process of discovery offers remarkable prospects. Some scientists suggest that in the near future, thanks to these discoveries, humanity will be able to overcome current limitations in medicine and biology. But no matter how events unfold, one thing is clear: we are only just beginning to explore these depths. Ahead of us lie incredible discoveries that could revolutionize our understanding of what life truly is. These mysterious creatures are not just strange inhabitants of the boundless ocean, but teachers, showing us how little we still know about our world.